Yeah, burn him to a crisp. Which is what Celine would do to the village if she found a piece of Valmar.
Now burn to a crisp!
That'd be a fun list to do, like, I wanted to do a ranking protagonist list at some point, that'd be fun, and also just ranking female characters. Or maybe I could do, like, male characters and female characters, that'd be kind of cool. Do one list, not necessarily protagonists, just characters in general. Open it up to characters, period. And then I could do one male version, one female version, that'd be kind of cool. That'd be a fun video to make. Beautiful, you guys. Fine. Oh, Yomi Elixir. You still have not had a single character death in this playthrough. Yes. Just zap him.
Electrocute!
Magic is stupidly overpowered on enemy encounters. By the way, Millennia has a gameplay gimmick that the game doesn't explain to you, which we'll probably see it at some point. But she has her rage mode,
We won!
which is like where you lose control of her, and she could do like I think it like increases her damage output or something. But she has that. The game doesn't explain it, and it's like random too, so it doesn't happen all the time. I think it's most likely to happen when she takes like fatal damage or something, like when she's low on health. I don't exactly know the statistics behind it, but I do know it exists. I do like it that we're like walking on clouds. That's kind of cool. Bum bum bum. Ooh, red shoes. For Millennia. More act and more move. Yeah, more act and move for you is good. Your act is pretty low. Dude, I'm so excited for Rebirth. We're 2 weeks away. We're like we're like a little more than 2 weeks away, I think, from Rebirth. I'm so pumped.
Now burn to a crisp!
Die. I couldn't tell you a ranking for my for the characters, but Riedo's definitely at the top. I mean, Riedo's one of my favorite characters, period.
That was beautiful, you guys!
So, I mean, Riedo's definitely at the top. I don't know the other 5, but I love them all. Hey, it's a giant whale. It's a blue cetacea from Dragon Quest XI, except he's blue. He's got those crystals on him. Hey guys. The boys got the initiative. Hey, go nuts out there, Millennia. Get them with your wind howl slash.
Tear it up.
Tear it up. Golden hammer.
Golden hammer. Crash.
Nothing withstands my blade.
1800. Yeah, we're gonna play Grandia 1 tomorrow. I did want to play Grandia 1 today, and then I just remembered that it's a Tuesday, and tomorrow I only have time for a 4-hour stream, and I'm really trying to do 5-hour streams of this game. Because I want to get most of it done before Rebirth. Or, if not all of it. All of it is the ideal plan. Still trying to just get the Grandias done before Rebirth drops, and then that way I'll have them like in the books, and then I can put my full focus on Rebirth. With the occasional Azure, once like the Rebirth addiction dies down. Is my plan. It's exactly why I started this playthrough early, because what would have happened was I would have finished Grandia 1, I would have only had like 3 days with Grandia 2, and then it would have been Rebirth Day. So I think this was the better choice. Need to kill you. But tomorrow we'll do Grandia 1. We're going to be going to Lent, which is really exciting. That's really exciting. I cannot wait to get to that part, because we're like fairly close to the end of Grandia 1. And then we have like the optional dungeons to do, and then like the end game. So we're fairly close. I don't know, I predict we probably have 3 streams of Grandia 1, but that could change because we're playing Redux. There might be a boss here and there that will give me trouble. If I were playing the base game, I'd be confident in saying we have 2 streams, but I feel like an extra stream is accurate. I'm gonna say like 3. I think 4 at the absolute most. So getting that all wrapped up before Rebirth would be nice too. I want to just get both of these wrapped up. Oh, these eyeballs are so freaky, dude. Battle Manicure. Battle Manicure. Hey, get him on a giant snowball. Why not? You could have pulled 2 24-hour streams to do Grandia 2. Of course. 24 hours is like 70% of Grandia 2, depending on how you play. It could be the whole game if you're like speed running it, not talking to NPCs, but like the best part of Grandia is the NPCs. One of the best things about Grandia is the NPCs. 24 hours probably can finish Grandia 2 if you're just like bomb rushing the story. Which I mean, there's no side quests, but when I say bomb rushing the story, I mean like no side tracks, no NPC dialogue. You could probably finish it in like a full day. I think my original playthrough took me like between 25 and 30 hours, but I didn't do too much NPC. I did some NPC stuff. here and there, and I'm doing a lot more this time, because I didn't do much in my original playthrough. I don't think I expect this playthrough to exceed 30 hours, to be honest. And if I do 5-hour streams, that's 6 streams of it to get it done. Ups evasion by 5%. I think Millennia needs more defense, so I give it to her. I don't expect this playthrough to exceed 30 hours. If it does, it might. I'm not saying it won't. But if I had to guess, I don't expect it to exceed 30 hours.
Expect an early winter with lots of snow.
Good job, Mary. Good job. Ba, 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 bum. Die. Average time to finish 2 for the first time is 41 hours. That doesn't surprise me because obviously when you play the game the first time you're going through it slower. And also, when this game was on the Dreamcast, right, you have to take into account that, like, people didn't really use guides and there were, like, very few resources to internet. I mean, Grandia 2 doesn't really leave you lost. Grandia 2 does a good job of telling you where to go. It's very linear. But, so games might seem longer than they actually are when they're older because playtimes might be long, but even 41 hours is, like, I mean, that's long, don't get me wrong, but in today's day and age, you'll see shorter times. Just because of, like, lack of internet resources and stuff, and lack of, like, information and everything. It's like people say Star Ocean 3 takes, like, 60 hours, and that's just not possible anymore. I don't see Star Ocean 3 taking 60 hours. But it could take 60 hours if you get stuck on puzzles, or if you, like, get lost. Especially back in, like, 2003. But nowadays, you could finish Star Ocean 3 in like 30 to 40 hours for just the main story alone. If you know what you're doing, which I do most of the time. Oh, good sway, good sway. Grandia 2 is a shorter game though. It's like not very long. Like plain and simple, it is not a very long game at all. Oh dear. Oh dear. Those bangs. I was surprised. We rarely hear this theme though. We don't get much of the ambush music. Oh, you know what, Millennia? Go for Fallen Wings here. Why not? Never fully understand how the rage mechanic with Millennia worked. Oh yeah, I was just talking about it. I don't really get it either. I think it's just when she's like when she's low on HP, it's like a chance she'll go into it, or it's like when she gets hit by a critical or like a fatal attack. I don't know either, to be honest. It just happens when it happens. In my experience, though, it happens...
This is my way of thanking you.
I wanted to hear her say that. It happens when she's low on HP, in my experience. It might just be a random chance when she gets low on HP. So it's like something you shouldn't rely on. It just kind of happens when it happens. It's like, Pet from Dragon Quest XI.
We won.
Mine? Mobius ring, huh? +2 attack, defense, act, and move. Pretty good. I'm gonna slap this on Rowan, I think. +2 to everything is pretty hot. Lowers my defense a bit, but that's fine. There's money over there I want. I love it how you just interact with the eye and you go through. You don't have to like slash the eyeball. I expected Rita to slash the eyeball, and that's not what he does. Millennia, Howl Slash.
Tensei can slash!
Yeah, Grandia 2 is like, it's not a long game at all. It's the perfect game to go through. Like, it's honestly the perfect length. Like, I mean, I don't really mind if my games are short or long. Making a longer game, you run the risk of padding and filler and stuff. But also, like, I mean, if you're gonna make a short game, just quality, you know? Quality over quantity is really what I care about. Just make the game fun, and I don't really care how long the game is. Like, 20 hours is enough for me sometimes. Live Alive was like between 20 to 30 hours, and I loved it. I didn't mind at all that Live Alive was short. That's like one of the best games ever made. I don't know exactly where it places, but it's in my top 10s, probably. But like, quality over quantity is fine. You can make a game that's like not super long and be like, oh yeah, you know what? It was fun. It was like 20 hours, but it was a fun 20 hours. It just depends on how you utilize that time and how fun the game was, in my opinion. If you do make an RPG that's like within 20 hours though, then I'm kind of like, alright, you can at least give me another few more hours, you know? 20 hours is like probably my minimum with RPGs. Obviously, if they're older, you know, you have some leeway, but 20-hour experience is enough for me. At times, if you had a really good story and good quality, either. Here, go for a Burn Flame here, Rowan.
You cannot get away with that!
There we go. Die. No, no Burn Flame. Stop it.
You better practice if you want to beat me.
Vito is very close to 25, which is pretty poggers. Just look at, I like how this is slanted, by the way. It's so cool. It's slanted, like, to represent the, like, Fissure kind of effect. It's really neat. Still have MP, right? You have a lot of Howl Slashes. We have so many coins, too. We're definitely gonna look at that before we, fight the boss. Internet isn't helping us much. The only information I can find is that she gets rage over time when she deals damage or when she receives it. Yeah. I just accept that it's like random. I don't rely on it. It just... Wait. I just accept like, oh, it either happens or doesn't. I never rely on it. I'm like, oh, when it happens, cool, neat. It's like Pet from Dragon Quest 11, basically.
You better practice if you want to beat me.
Ooh, wait, chest? Mine? I think we're at the end, right? We look like we're getting close. Couldn't tell you, to be honest.